I'm growing melon pear for the first time this year, and I noticed one thing very early on. Growing it right next to my eggplant, and it grows very fast, as you can see. And one thing I noticed is early on is that the blister beetles love eggplant, but I didn't see any blister beetle damage. And then as I started watching more, I realized that the blister beetles were on the melon pear. You can see all the feces and a couple of beetles there. There were even more of them early on. When I came out, they're a lot more active early and late. But as you can see, they're all over this. And the neat thing about this is I think it's going to be a potential trap crop for blister beetles. And the neat thing about it is when you use a trap crop like this, is I can treat this with insecticide to kill the blister beetles without having to treat the eggplant. And one thing I did notice, what confirmed that that it was working as a trap crop, is when I trimmed it way back away from the eggplants, then they start showing up on the eggplant and doing damage. When I was removing a lot of the foliage from their preferred food, then they would, some of them, move over to the eggplants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and treat this melon pear with some insecticide. And I'm going to be using, it's a spray that they make from, it's derived from chrysanthemum flowers. And I just now noticed, I don't know if it's going to work out as a potential host for black swallowtail butterflies, but that's what that is. It's a caterpillar from a black swallowtail butterfly. But anyway, we've got blister beetles all over. I can see, probably a half a dozen, or, well, more than that, close to a dozen, just from where I'm at. There's 3 right here. And I don't know if you were able to see that, but when you scare them, a lot of times they'll just drop to the ground. But they're all over the place in here. I'm going to go ahead and spray it. We've got 2 different species right here. The black ones and the gray ones. And there's a third species I very rarely see, and that's the striped ones.